All right, so these are the bars. This bitch I'm fucking always tell me that she love me, but she ain't ever showed me. Yeah, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It be another Kobe. Obviously, we get the sentiment of that bar and what he was saying, not even trying to say what he said. Obviously, Kobe Bryant and the had the tragic death of his daughter and the other passengers that were also on that helicopter. Get it, wordplay, metaphor, chopper, going out, Kobe. So what I think about that um, is it was just a snippet. One, two. I think 20 years from now, I don't think that if somebody else were to say that, I don't think it would matter as as much as it does now. Obviously, with Kobe Bryant being such an iconic global figure, it's going to be a long time before you could like let those types of bars fly. I forget the comedian's name, but and this is fresh when Kobe died. This comedian had a joke where the joke went, "Man, I heard Kobe passed," and my first thought was, "No way." And that was a play on him passing the ball, and it was just like, bruh, bruh, like that's a no go, right? And this was way fresher than when Meek Mill did it. We just off like a year since Kobe's passing. But yeah, man. Again, one more time for the people who listening, so you don't have to go back and rewind. The Meek Mill bar. This, and I'm sorry if you like listen to this with your kids, but cover their ears. The Meek Mill Kobe bar. This bitch I'm fucking always tell me that she love me, but she ain't ever showed me. Yeah, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe. And to add more to this, the the Kobe bar got out to, unfortunately, Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's widowed wife. And Vanessa's comments to it was on social media via Instagram, "Dear Meek Mill, I find this line to be extremely insensitive and disrespectful, period. I am not familiar with any of your music, but I believe you can do better than this. If you are a fan, fine. There's a better way to show your admiration for my husband. This lacks respect and tact." And Meek Mill followed, and obviously people are always trying to cancel somebody, so obviously there was a viral situation on social media. And so to Vanessa Bryant posts on Instagram, Meek Mill then responded on Twitter, "I apologize to her being Vanessa Bryant. I apologized to her in private earlier today, not to the public. Nothing I say on my page directed to an internet viral moment or the family of a grieving woman. If you care about someone grieving, change the subject." Um, Specifically talking about the bar, I think, and with the snippet and not the whole song, the bar was like whack. If you gonna say or bring a Kobe bar like that, I need to feel like that bar so hard. I can't be mad at you for using it. But it was whack. Like it wasn't even heavy. Like I don't even think there was. I think this is just a song of throwaway. I'm not even sure what it was, but for starters, I'm sensitive to it because it's Kobe. I know how I feel about Kobe, so I wouldn't have liked it regardless of the time. But I even more hate the fact that I feel like it's just like, bro, that was a weak ass bar. You could use another analogy, another metaphor. Um, yeah. Well, I got you, D. What's your question, bro?
I just want to say this real quick because I'm more focused on the way he responded. I feel like the times and just people have friends, people have people in their ear. I feel like it's more of the whole verse that kind of got the actual Vanessa. Now I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is from her point of view. You know what I'm saying? The line says, my girl says what again? Can you remind me that first part, the female part?
This bitch I'm fucking always tell me that she love me, but she ain't ever showed me.
Pause. With that being said, the rap game has known to kind of play with their relationship to where she's sensitive, I feel. And that's what brings up that little bit of like, you know what I mean? That little bit of extra attachment. Because he said, I apologize to you in person. What's the big deal? I think, a little bit of something that, people in her ear made it to where it was like, oh, did you hear the other verse about it though? Like, what? How did he make that come to? Like, and I think she's digging too deep because I feel like he was just referencing Kobe and just didn't even think about any verses around it. It was like, you know what, dude? Everybody know how he went out. It's infamous how he went out, and I'm gonna use it. Like you said, Edward, it was a pretty whack bar. It was pretty simple. It didn't really. I mean, it was just a little untimely. Like you said, if you give it like 10, 15 years down the line, maybe 20, been perfect. But right now, it's just the level of his stature. Can't do it, buddy. Sorry.
Speaking as a fellow artist, I honestly believe that Meek Mill, in some way or another, felt like he was paying homage. The whole usage of the word bitch, and in a derogatory sense, of course, is how he raps. But once it got up to the Kobe portion, I really felt like him trying to pay homage in that way made the bar whack, and that's what it made the bar whack. Because it's like, we get what you're trying to do, but you didn't, like Edward said, you didn't do it hard enough to sting me, and you didn't pay homage enough for it not to come off as disrespectful. So all around, the bar was whack. So me personally, as a Kobe fan, at first I'm like, what the fuck? He's stupid. Why would he do that? But then my artist mind was like, nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? If you really, really fucked up about a situation, and you know what I'm saying, and it's a lot of other stuff pouring on you too, and you just want to write it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, things come out in your head on the paper a certain way that you really feel like, oh, this finna kill him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking maybe he threw the snippet out there, for his little baby, you know what I'm saying? Let me see how this whole go before I actually, you know what I'm saying? And then got his response and did what a real nigga did, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. Go ahead, bro. What's your question?
Biting off what you said, like he threw it out to see how it would do. Maybe he threw it out thinking it was hard and he was gonna get a great response.
Yes, Edward. Yes. And that's how I'm thinking in my artist mind. Is like, no, he threw this out for my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, Darnell has a question. Let's go, Darnell.
Just real quick, you have to remember he does come from the art of battle rap where there are no rules. I'm done.
Exactly, brother. And so that's how I feel. Like, in the spirit of entertainment, people have to understand that artists not only have to be artists, they also have to be entertainers. So you have all this pressure of not only being an artist, but also being a great artist to entertain. And some shit might not go over well. So we know Meek, bro. We know he ain't no disrespectful ass type dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know him like that, but his track record has shown this dude pretty solid, right? So, I feel like for this one, with entertainment and the fact that you're a rapper and the fact that once it was brought up to you, like, no, bro, this is not how you feel. This is disrespectful. You apologize, and that's it. Let's move on. Coach Johnson, you want to
add? Sometimes it's hard to please everybody.
There you go.
On the real. I see where Meek Mill was trying to go with it. Especially in invoking Kobe. But probably was too soon. And I mean, to be honest with you, with how grimy he kind of set the scene up with the verse, even if nothing had happened to Kobe, knowing his wife and her background, she wouldn't have liked it anyway. So, yeah. So
that was exactly what I was saying. I'm like, you weren't shooting in the gym with old boy. So just saying.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sorry.
took it from
No,
me.
no, no.
No,
I
you
mean, that's not necessarily what I'm saying. I'm saying like she doesn't come from that world, and so because she doesn't come from that world, you know, a lot of sometimes folks can be a little bougie, right? And look down upon that type of language or saying things that particular way. And so you know, go ahead, brother.
Man, I'm glad that you brought up that point because you allowed Darnell to piggyback, and I'm not going to piggyback off Darnell. You're right, Christian, because Drake said, "Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym," and she really got really upset. It was like, "Who are you? Does my husband know you?" And as a Drake fan, I'm like, "Okay, hold on, bitch. Now, like, hold up. Now we talking about Drake. Now, I'm like, don't play like you don't know who Jay-Z is." But then eventually, I'm like, my boy got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm like, I bet she know who that nigga is now.
Yeah. Hey, well, you want to chime in?
Yeah, so Sedacious, right? So that Drake boy, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, right? Imagine had Drake used that bar, but everything before it, he had never said. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe, my nigga, I hate it had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Not just once. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Right.
Drake had once, Rick Ross had once.
Right. And so, but I used that point. I don't know if it was you, Darnell, or you, Sedacious, that like, well, no, that was you, Darnell, where it was like, it was what Meek Mill said before he got to Kobe on my this bitch I'm fucking always tell me that she love me, like before he actually got to the punchline, right? So
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? And maybe this could be because I don't know if they were truly like on the verge of being broken up or divorced or separated when Drake had that bar, but one could possibly, I'm sorry, well, Kobe has passed, so like that's just a touchy subject.
Some cuts just don't heal correctly.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, look, what I'm saying is, okay, my wife and Kobe's wife come from similar worlds. Let me just say that, right? When my wife listens, she hates to listen to our podcast because she doesn't like the language. Okay? She's like, I can't stand this is crap. This is crap. This is manure. Goodness, good golly. Right? Okay.
Thank you, Edward.
So, right, you know, she calls Edward and she tells him all the time. Right. But what I'm saying is sometimes, you know, folks from that world won't, they don't like it. No matter what. And when that type of language is used and that how graphic things can get when that's used, some people from different worlds don't like it and won't enjoy it and won't understand it to be able to enjoy it. Now, that is not me saying anything bad about folks who come from that world, because I'm kind of in that world. So you know,
Yes, you are.
yeah. So I'm just saying, you know, a lot of the, I think a lot of the heat that Meek Mill is getting, you know, some of it just comes from, hey, somebody who doesn't understand the world that he's coming from and why he would think that, oh, this is an okay line. Sure, it might be a little too soon, right? But for someone like Kobe, I mean, it's always gonna be too soon. So you know, so you know, I think I would, you know, though I don't really listen to Meek Mill like that. I think the only song I know from him is "Dreams and Nightmares." So you know,
You hard for that.
Hey, you know, that's hey, I go off on that one.
Yeah, no. The world does, bro. Don't worry. You hard for that. Like, bro, like you don't understand. You just moved when you said.
Oh, there we go.